Hey, Lady Ray here. Thank you for tuning in to A Poet Scene. Today I shared a piece titled Disabled. I wrote this maybe 8 years ago or so, and I wrote it because I am a professional caretaker. So I've been taking care of folks for well over 20 years. I started out in a skilled nursing facility. So I was in skilled nursing and rehabilitation centers, taking care of people with a range of different things that they were there for. Some of those facilities had what they call lockdown units because of the people who had Alzheimer's and dementia, just so that they wouldn't elope. It was important to have them, you know, pretty much like locked into a certain part of the building. And one facility that's coming to mind is whenever they did leave out of the door, not only do the alarms go off, but there was like a little garden out there so they can go out there and have a seat and, roam around. But somebody would follow them out there so it just wouldn't be like hurrying them up and rushing them back inside. They had space to go and do things in certain parts of the facility, but ultimately those doors had to be locked, just so that they wouldn't go out, walking into the street, things of that. Definitely safety is number one. That's the most important, keeping people safe. So I worked in, like I said, nursing rehab centers. I've worked in a hospice at some point. Um, and currently I've been working with people who have intellectual and developmental disabilities. So I just wanted to bring some attention to the fact that people are different. I mean, we're all different, but it's the people coming in. Like when you're applying for these jobs, sometimes I know the companies don't always train the best. And for people who have not been in this type of work before, when you're coming in and you're just not knowing what to expect. You're not aware of what you're walking into. And then you go into training and you're expecting to get a thorough training. And sometimes they're just not equipping you with the information, enough information. So when you walk into that door and meet those people, you're just not ready for what you're about to see or what's about to happen, because every day is going to be different. Okay, every day is going to be different. So you do got to have the patience, you got to have the love for people, you have to want to take care of somebody else, you have to want to be clean. You do have to be clean. You have to learn how to encourage people to do things. You may have to encourage people to brush their teeth. You may have to like sing a song to them or something. It varies. There's so many different people in this world. So it's so amazing. I'm blessed to have met so many different personalities. Then there's just people who need somebody there to assist them with small things. Some people advocate for themselves. So you never know what you're going to walk into. But the biggest thing that I would say is always be respectful and treat people with dignity. Like, period. There's no reason to take anything personal, okay? Because you may be called names, things may be thrown at you. um, all types of stuff can happen. You may see some stuff that you may have to report, and just be very patient. you know that's what I can say. Be very patient, be kind, and if you think this is not the type of place for you, then don't get into it. Because some of the people have come from certain institutions. Like when I first got into taking care of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, one of the companies that I work for, they had us watch a video on the Polk Center. So I had opportunity to see where a lot of these people had come from. And it was just, it was sad. I'll tell you, by the end of that video, everybody in the training room was crying because it was just terrible to watch. And if you have not seen any of those videos, they're available to be looked up. But they were just living in very terrible conditions, drinking out of toilets, being abused in every type of way. I mean, it was horrible. And then when they come to live into these homes and we come and work and come in there and say that we're signing up to take care of them, then there's no reason to be rude or abusive or impatient because they already came from that. So you want to show them something different, get them out into the community. A lot of my people be working, they have jobs, and it's just a beautiful thing to see. It's just beautiful to see. I wish that all people can just do better. I think we all need to do better. But I'm just here personally discussing the people that I have taken care of. They have definitely grown on me. Some of them don't have family, so they attach to you, and they look at you as their family. They may not say it, but they're expecting you to come to work, and they're expecting you to come and take them to the store, take them shopping, or make their favorite meal, or watch their favorite shows with them, play games with them. They're looking forward to that. So if you have the heart to be that person, get into it because it's a great field, and there's plenty of these jobs out there. But if you do not have the heart for that, because it's not always going to be playing games and having fun. Sometimes there's going to be things going on, they call it behavior. Sometimes there will be a behavior. You have to know how to handle those situations. You have to learn how to de escalate without being abusive. You cannot, in no way, shape, or form, be abusive. So I hope that you enjoyed the poem. I tried to shorten it and make it kind of like straight to the point. The first part of it is more of the people in the nursing skilled facility. And then the second part of the poem is more for the individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any comments or any questions, I'm open. So hit me up. Peace.